something back there. I heard fucking walking.
Right there.
What is it?
What the f is that?
Raccoon?
No way, dude. The cat.
Dude, that better not be a cat. There it is.
It's right there. It's looking at me. It's still right there.
What do you think it is? Raccoon?
It didn't look like a raccoon, dude.
It didn't. It moved pretty quick.
Is it a fox?
Maybe it's a chupacabra.
It's a chupacabra.
Leaving talk of chupacabras behind, we awoke the next morning, got some breakfast, and cleaned ourselves up. Our gear was recharged, but sleeping on the ground did little for our batteries. We pushed ahead anyway, and headed back into the woods to find the Grassman. As we made our way through the woods, we found some areas that might be ideal for a Sasquatch. We checked out several locations where sightings had been reported in the past. Unfortunately for us, the Grassman was nowhere to be found. We did, however, come across a good spot to set up our trail camp. So I got to work and mounted the camera on this tree so that it faces a clearing here in the woods. If anything were to walk by this tree tonight, we would get a picture of it. With our trail cam in place, we headed to the lodge for the 22nd annual Bigfoot Conference and Expo. With over 650 people in attendance and many vendors set up in the lobby, we headed in. I got a chance to talk briefly to Don Keating, who organizes the Bigfoot Expo, and I asked him about the huts we saw yesterday. He said that some of them were man-made and what we saw was most likely not authentic. It looks like we'll have to head deeper into the woods to find real evidence of the Grassman. Although we enjoyed our time at the Bigfoot Conference and Expo, the woods were calling us, so we headed back. We got to camp as the sun was going down. We were pretty motivated to find this Grassman after hearing some of the stories at the Expo, so we went over to one of the sighting locations.
So it's starting to get dark. I switched to night vision. We're just on the edge of the woods. We're just gonna sit here for a little while and listen.
There would be no sightings tonight. We headed back to camp and settled in for the night. I was awakened in the middle of the night by the sounds of a terrifying beast. To my surprise, it was just Jesse. I woke up the next morning and decided to check out an area near a campsite. I left the lumberjack back at camp to finish sawing logs. Just off the end of the trail, I found some downed trees where the roots had pulled up. Someone or something tried to build a shelter out of it. There was clearly enough room in there for something large to lay down. Another tree nearby had an even more elaborate shelter constructed around its roots. This one was much more complete than the other. Again, the inside of this structure was very roomy. Like the other ones, these huts were very close to the trail, so I questioned their legitimacy as well. Is it possible we will find the Grassman living out here? Something really does seem eerie when you're out here all alone. So I headed back to camp to pick up Jesse. We made our way back to the area where the trail cam was set up. Unfortunately, we did not have any pictures of a Sasquatch on this trip. We'll have to try our luck next time. We did, however, have one last thing to try. Wood knocking. Some reports suggest the creature communicates by taking a branch and banging it against a tree, so we tried to listen for a response that may indicate a Bigfoot is nearby. nothing. And with that, we headed home. On our first trip to Salt Fork State Park, we did not find the Grassman, but with all the sightings and the perfect habitat, I believe he is here. Join us next time as we search the Fathom Frontiers.